Okay, so we basically first start with the concept of SIP. Then, so friends, today we are here uh, to discuss the power of SIP as well as the overall power of compounding in the markets. Um SIP, as such, the systematic investment plan, is largely nothing but a general regular investing habit, uh, which really helps somebody who wants to invest in the markets but is not looking to time the markets, and also somebody who also has a regular income flow, which means the corpus to invest keeps getting accumulated over a period of time as he or she earns his regular income, and then keeps a certain amount to be invested in the markets post the regular expenditure. Now, when it comes to the systematic investment plan, um, it's generally the way it works is a certain amount is deducted from the account on a regular basis, which can be changed as and when the investor feels like. But the oh, sorry, I just need to go back. Okay, the way the SIP works. So the way the concept of SIP works is, every month a certain amount is deducted from the account, which then gets accumulated in the form of a certain number of units. So, for example, let's take the market at 10,000, and let us say the investment that is being done on monthly basis is about 10,000. So, for that particular fund, let us say the NAV at that point of time is, let's say, 10 rupees. The person would get about 1,000 units. The same way, if the market, let's say, falls and goes to, let's say, 8,000, and let us assume for a moment that the fund is moving in line with the market, the NAV would have gone to 8 rupees. At that point of time, the investor would get 10,000 upon 8 units, which basically means that he would be basically getting more number of units at the same price. Likewise, when the market is moving up, the number of units would be lesser, but at the same time, the amount of money that has been invested in the market till that point of time would accumulate and would move higher. So in a way, what it means is that we are basically keeping a habit of investing regularly in the market, while not trying to accumulate a certain amount and trying to time the market. Many a times people have lost money in the markets because they have tried to invest or decide on at what point of time we want to sort of invest, and what point of time they want to get out. Ideally, this kind of timing is something that results in a loss of opportunity, because markets are quite volatile at times, especially what we have seen in the last few months, where at one point of time the market reached the peak somewhere in the month of February, and just in a matter of a month or two, it was down about 30 to 40% across the board. But at the same point of time, as the economic reality came in front of us post the COVID and its aftermath, the markets also rallied back as it realized that most of the impact of the crisis could be mitigated by various government help, etc. So to that extent, the markets can and assumes a lot of things much ahead of the realities at some point of time. But at some point of time, it also goes overboard. So while this volatility is happening in the market, the best way for a retail investor, for somebody who's looking to be part of the market without trying to time it too much, would be through systematic investment plans, which is the SIPs. So moving forward, so also to important thing to know is how, when we invest into the markets, how it can compound and how it can give us higher and higher returns over a period of time. So friends, there is also something important to understand when we invest in the markets and on a regular basis. In this example, we will take a person who has invested into the markets from the early age of 25 years and has been regularly investing only 5,000 rupees per month, but for the next 35 years, which means almost till the age of his or her retirement. This means the amount of total investments in these 420 months would be about 21 lakh rupees. If the fund that he has invested in is linked or similar to a debt fund return, which generally gives about 6% post-tax returns, then the total corpus would still be going up to 3 times, and more than 3 times actually, about 71 lakh rupees. And if let us say it is slightly more riskier and hence more return profile like a equity fund, then the power of compounding really comes into play, where we see that the returns are about 12%, and to that extent, the corpus can actually go up to 15 times, which is about 3 crore 22 lakh rupees. So clearly, we can see that one doesn't need to time the market on day one, or let's say on a particular day, but a regular habit of investing just 5,000 rupees across a very long period of time on a disciplined basis can generate a decent amount of in corpus that gets accumulated, and the market, as we know, over a longer period of time starts compounding itself, and even smaller numbers of, let's say, 10%, 15% growth can accumulate into multiples in terms of the returns that a person generates. So that is the reason we say that not just being into the market, regularly investing into the market and staying invested into the market are the two most important things that investors should keep in mind while investing into the equity markets. Is that helping?
Yeah, I think just one line, sir, if you can add, because since we are talking about the returns and funds, so just for as a safety measure, you can say these returns we have taken just for illustration purpose.
Yeah.
Just one line, I think that would be good from compliance side as well.
All right. So while we start with this example, one thing to keep in mind is the numbers that I would be speaking about are generally an illustration purposes only. They do not mean that the funds that we suggest or we have in our portfolio will give the kind of returns. Just for the example purposes, we have taken a certain number of calculations and to illustrate and to give our point of view. So friends, hope you have found this illustration on both the SIP as well as the power of compounding useful, and hope to see you being disciplined investors in the future for your own self as well as your family. So stay home, stay safe, and happy investing.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.